Okay, we are going to be going live very, very soon. But just before we do, I thought I'd say hello. We are live already, of course. Hopefully you can hear me, and I'll be able to see your comments. It's good to see that there are some people watching, and let us know where you're watching. Indeed, let us know what language you are learning while we're waiting. Now, today we have got an exciting announcement. As you know, we're going to be announcing the winners of our Easter giveaway, and I've also got some other bits of news for you, but we'll get to them in a moment. Let's see who is watching. We've got, now I should be able to do this. Let's see if we can see. Yep, we've got Holly Hartman. So Holly is watching from the States and learning German. We've got Meredith. Oh, there's lots of you here. Meredith is from Texas and is learning French. We've got Bethany learning Italian. So excited. I am very excited too. We've got Barb in Michigan also learning Italian. Who else do we have? We've got Jamie in Toronto. It's coming in so fast I can't keep up with it. We have got lots of people. Priya in India. She knows Spanish already and is studying German. Fantastic. Let us know where you are, what you're learning, and indeed your coffee break experiences. We have got this exciting announcement. We're going to be announcing 4 winners of our competition. 4 lucky winners are going to be winning a coffee break course, a full season of 40 lessons, and we will be announcing that very soon. As you can see, there, the timer is counting down, so we know what's happening. Let me just sort one thing here. I need to take that out. There we go. So let's see who else we've got. We've got Steffi in the UK trying to learn Italian. We've got Elena in Brooklyn learning French. Brian is learning Italian. Lots of likes and lots of loves. Please give us the likes and please give us the love. We've got Ings from South Africa learning Italian. We've got Inga Jeanette from Ohio. Who else do we have? We've got so many people today. We've got Anthony from Coatbridge, not too far away, Anthony, learning Italian. And we also have Dave from Nevada learning Spanish. So, as I say, let us know who you are, let us know what you're learning, and hopefully you can let us know too if you're excited about the announcement, which will be starting in just 2 minutes' time. I'm just trying to make sure that I have got everything that I need here for that. What is the weather like where you are? We've had some lovely days here in Scotland over the past few days, and today's not quite so nice, and I think it's about to stop all this wonderful good weather, but I hope it's good weather wherever you are. Adrian is saying that she loves Coffee Break French and also High Five French. That's fantastic to know that someone's using our High Five French course, which is, of course, our course for younger learners. We've got Anna, who is learning French in the UK. We have Pete learning German. We've got Molly learning Italian in Washington, D.C. We've got Matthew, que está aprendiendo español y es de Londres. Jan is saying that she's in Mallorca learning Spanish, but she wants to learn Catalan too. Now, we've got a Catalan course, 1 Minute Catalan. You can find that on YouTube. At least I think you can find that on YouTube. We'll double check that and get back to you. We've got Wojciech, who disappeared there when I clicked on him. There's Wojciech, who is learning Italian in Poland. Irene from Murcia in Spain, or Irene rather, learning Spanish and French. Robbie Mayer just up the road in Larkhall learning Spanish. Who else have we got? We've got Michael saying thank you for the excelente lessons. Thank you very much indeed. So our show is going to begin very soon. As I say, I thought it would be nice just to come on here a little beforehand and have a quick chat with you all about what is going to be happening today. As I say, we're going to be announcing our winners of our competition, our Easter giveaway, which we've been running over the past 7 days, and that is coming up very soon indeed. So, as I say, if you would like to let us know where you're learning, what you're learning, pop that in the comments and we might be able to say hello to you a little later on. And if you've got a question, also feel free to post that in the comments. And my team, who are just through the other office there, they are very busy watching all these comments, and they'll be able to answer any questions in the comments. But also, hopefully, I'll be able to answer some of the questions live here on the show. So, The timer has got to 0. That means that we are ready to begin. It is time to do our Easter giveaway prize announcement. Let us roll with the credits. Okay, as I explained earlier, we are here today to look at the winners of our Easter giveaway competition. My name is Mark Pendleton. I am your Coffee Break host, and of course, the founder and CEO of Radiolingua and all things Coffee Break languages. Now, in this special news programme, we're going to be announcing the 4 lucky winners of our competition. We started our Easter giveaway last week, so I think it was last Tuesday we did our Easter giveaway, and from that point on, we had lots of entries every day. And then the giveaway ran for a week, and over the course of that week, over 4,000 of you took part in the competition. So we're absolutely delighted to have so many people interested in winning one of our courses. And it is time to announce the winners of our courses here. We should say, of course, there can only be 4 winners. We've got 4 winners who will be announced in just a moment. And then what will happen is we will contact those 4 winners by email directly. So make sure you're looking out on your email. And then I'll explain a little more about some other things that are coming up, and of course answer any questions that you may have. So, without further ado, it is time to announce our lucky winners, our 4 lucky winners of our Easter giveaway, each of whom will be winning one of our full seasons of Coffee Break French, German, Spanish, Italian, or Mandarin Chinese. Are you ready? Here goes. So there you have it, our 4 lucky winners. Let me just bring that slide back up on the screen if I can here. There we go. So 4 lucky winners. Congratulations to Mary Singer, Victor Kreutz, Brooke Ferguson, and Nancy Verbruche. If any of you are watching live, then please let us know in the comments. We'd be delighted to see if you're watching live in the comments. And of course, if you are joining us later to watch this video later, then you will hopefully be delighted to see your name there. Congratulations to all 4 of you. We, as I say, will be contacting you with a specific email to let you know that you are one of our winners, and we will be in touch, and you can you can choose your language basically, and we'll sort all of that out in a couple of hours' time. But congratulations to everyone who has taken part. Thank you all for taking part. Of course, you're all winners, because if you've taken part, then you will already be using our resources, whether that's on Instagram, whether that's on YouTube, whether it's on Facebook, or indeed on Twitter, and of course our podcasts and our courses. We really do hope that you continue to enjoy using our materials. Now, there are a few other things I do need to mention, and the first of these is about another giveaway. This is a giveaway that is an ongoing giveaway, and we, about maybe 2 weeks ago, put out on Instagram and on Facebook a request. We've got some blank walls in the office that we need to cover up with some postcards. And we said, why not send us a postcard, let us know your coffee break story. And we're absolutely delighted to have received many, many postcards. These are just some of the postcards. We've got some from Canada, from Sweden. We've got some from the Netherlands. Where else have we got? We've got from Italy here. We've got handmade ones, fantastic. Lots more from Idaho, and so on. So, that's a very nice one. I don't know where that one's from Kirkham. There we go. And someone is from their Italian course sending a postcard. Now, if you would like to send us a postcard, then you stand the chance of winning one of these exclusive coffee break mugs. They're lovely. They've got nice coloured inside. So the Chinese and the French ones here, I think all the other ones are in use this afternoon. But if you would like the chance of winning a coffee break mug, then all you need to do is send us a postcard. And at the end of the month, we'll pick out randomly one winner of a coffee break mug and send you that coffee break mug. As I say, these are quite exclusive mugs. We've got a few of them in the office, but no one else has them. So it would be a great way to sup your coffee while you're learning your language. So that is our giveaway. All you need to do is to send a postcard to, and I think the address should be coming up on the screen. No, that's Michael's comment coming up on the screen. Let me see if I can put the address up on the screen. There we go. That is the address of the office and how you can send your postcard to 100 West George Street in Glasgow, G21PP in the United Kingdom. And let us know your coffee break story. Let us know how you have been learning a language and what the learning of that language has done for you. So that is our coffee break mug giveaway, and we will be announcing the winners of our April mug giveaway on the 2nd of May. And funny I should say the 2nd of May, because on the 2nd of May we're actually going to be launching something new. And that is a new weekly live video show, kind of like this in a sense. But in that video show, we're going to be bringing you 3 main things. First of all, some coffee break news, if there's news about the latest projects we're working on, the latest podcast episodes and so on, the latest courses that will be available. The second thing is news about language learning in general. If there's some language learning news, perhaps there might be some new research on language studies. You can tune in for that, and also some cultural news, things that are happening around the world where the languages that you're learning are taking place. So this is going to be a weekly video show where, of course, you can ask your questions and you can join in just like you're doing today with your comments and your questions during our live broadcast. So that is happening on the 2nd of May. And it's important that you tune in on the 2nd of May, because on the 2nd of May, we've got some very exciting announcements that we're going to be making during that first broadcast. Now, it's going to be called the Coffee Break Catch-Up. The Coffee Break Catch-Up, where you can catch up with what's happening here in Coffee Break and also in the world of language learning. So that's on the 2nd of May, and it will be happening here on Facebook, but we'll also post each episode on YouTube too, after the event, and of course we'll be contacting everyone on our mailing list to let you know that that is happening. So that is the coffee I can't talk this afternoon. The Coffee Break Catch Up happening from the 2nd of May, and it will be happening at this time, so 3:30, 4 o'clock in the afternoon here in Scotland. That will be, of course, 10:30 in New York, for example, in Eastern Time Zone. And 7:30 in the morning, not 8:30, as I said in the email that went out yesterday. I apologise for that. 7:30 in the morning Pacific, and of course it will be available after the event. Okay, right, a few other things. A couple of people are asking me to show the address again, so let me just put that on the screen. There we have the address, and that is where you can send your postcard and potentially win, as I say, one of these lovely coffee break mugs there, the coffee break Chinese one, a coffee break Spanish one over there on my desk. So that is the coffee break mug competition, the giveaway. You can send us your postcards there. We're also asking, some people are asking who were the winners. So I'll just put that slide back up on the screen. We did announce our winners just a few moments ago. Our lucky winners are Mary Singer, Victor Kreutz, Brooke Ferguson, and Nancy Verbruche. So very much congratulations, huge congratulations to all of you. We will be in touch directly with you to let you know that you've won, and you can choose your language and we'll get you set up for that. Okay, that is all the information that we've got to share with you, but I do know that there are a couple of questions on the comments here. So let me just double check that I'm seeing the right questions. Right, so Sari is asking, with reference to the giveaway here, will there be a language test for the winners in 1 year's time? Well, I think that might be a little bit unfair. We wouldn't want to put anyone under the spotlight or anything like that. But who knows, perhaps the winners in 1 year's time will be willing to share their experience with learning a language with Coffee Break. Adrian is asking, how do I send you a postcard? Well, the address is still on the screen. So 100 West George Street, Glasgow, G21PP, United Kingdom. Simply send us any kind of postcard, one of these kind of pictorial postcards, or a letter, whatever you like. It would be lovely to hear from you, and just let us know about your coffee break story. We also have another question from Gayatri, who is asking, will there be a Coffee Break Chinese Season 2? Coffee Break Chinese Season 1 recently finished with 40 lessons, and at the moment we're not working on a Season 2 of Coffee Break Chinese, but that may well come at some point in the future. We never say never for any language, and at the moment we've just finished Season 1, so we're going to take a little pause with Coffee Break Chinese for the time being, and then we may well be able to pick that up or do some other Chinese content in the future. Now, if you've not yet seen it, there is a great video from China where when we were recording Coffee Break Chinese in China, and we were doing some recordings in various places in Beijing and Shanghai, and so we have put that video, a kind of behind the scenes video, on our YouTube channel. And just while I mention our YouTube channel, there's also a new video going to be published tomorrow, I think. And that video is a slightly different type of video. It's a video which hopefully will help you think about how you can use opportunities that you encounter in your daily life to help you with your language learning. So do check on that on our YouTube channel. Of course, just search for Coffee Break Languages on YouTube and you'll be able to find us very easily there. Just take that off. So we've got a couple of other questions coming in here. We've got Michael. In fact, I think I can actually just bring these questions up on the screen. There we go. So Michael is asking, Mark, will there be an Italian Season 3? Well, non posso dire niente su questa domanda in questo momento. I can't say anything about that right at the moment. All I would suggest is that I mentioned an important date there, next, the 2nd of May. Do make sure you're tuning in then, because we may have some interesting news about new things then. We've got another question here from Nina, who's asking, are there plans for more languages? Again, taking new languages on board is a major undertaking for us, so we've got lots to do to create a new language. We have got our 1 Minute Languages series, which are gradually being published on YouTube, so we're putting all of the language courses from the 1 Minute series onto YouTube, and they have there are 31 languages covered in the 1 Minute Languages series, and they'll be available entirely free on YouTube, and you can access the courses from Arabic to Zulu, and we'll be doing that over the next wee while. So that's a kind of roundabout answer to your question, Nina. Watch this space. I think that's the easiest thing to say. Watch this space. Do we have any other questions? Just a few more comments here. We've got Andy, who's saying, I've just picked up Coffee Break French again, discovered it when I was living in Limousin, now in Buckinghamshire. Glad to be back, got such value for learning with Coffee Break French. Thank you, Andy. Delighted to see you that. Maybelline is asking an interesting question. Are you planning to incorporate movies or music into your lessons? I love French music. Salvatore Adamo and Edith Piaf, but Google Translate can only go so far for the flow of the songs. Music is a very interesting topic, because actually we were talking about this morning in our team meeting, and we were looking at ways in which we can do more with music, and we've got a few ideas, definitely a few ideas, and we're going to be working on some things quite soon. However, there is always an issue with music in the sense of rights and the possibilities of using clips from a song or something like that because of copyright. So we have to be very, very careful with that. But it's definitely something that we're looking at. So thank you for that question, Maybelline. We've got Dasha asking a question here. How's Thomas from German Season 1 doing? Thomas is very well. I think it's okay to tell you that Thomas is a daddy now. Ben was born last year, and Ben is absolutely lovely. And you may not know this, but Thomas is actually married to Cara from Coffee Break Spanish. They met before we were doing Coffee Break and so on, but so Cara is also doing very well. So I will pass on your greetings to Thomas, Dasha. That is good to know. What else do we have? Katya is asking, when is Coffee Break French en route back? Well, there's... I'm not sure whether I'm going to say this or not. There's something coming before another series of en route. That's all I'll say just now. But just stay tuned. As I say, join us on the 2nd of May, and I think you will be interested to hear what we are doing. Right, what else do we got? What have we got here? Other questions? Do you have any recommendations for beginner fiction in French? Oh, big question there. Well, there are some books you probably already are familiar with, something like Le Petit Prince, and we are going to be looking at that at some point in the future. But one of my favourite books is La Gloire de mon Père, by Pagnol, and it's an accessible book, an accessible book that you can understand quite easily. And the story is wonderful. It's all set in the south of France around the early 20th century, and very interesting from the point of view of the local language and how the local language affects French. So Emma, you might be interested in checking out La Gloire de mon Père. There are still a few questions coming in. We've got Chris asking, I don't know whether I can find Chris here. There we go. Chris is asking, will Anna be back in Coffee Break French? Unfortunately not. Anna's doing other things now. She won't be back in Coffee Break French. Priya's asking about Coffee Break Hindi. As I say, never say never. We're not quite sure about that one. We also have a question here from Elizabeth. Do you provide, or are you planning a guide to help kids learn with your kids' programs? We actually do have a parent's guide for High Five French. So High Five French and High Five Spanish, both of them come with a parent's guide, which helps parents, even who have zero French or Spanish, to answer their children's questions, in a sense. So preempting the questions that the children may have, the parents' notes help help parents learn with their children and teach their children allow the young presenters of the shows to teach their children through the materials. We're going to have to wrap it up there. That is the problem with the live broadcast. It's always fantastic to have so many people join us and so many people ask questions. But unfortunately, we have got a limited time when we can do this. So I'm going to say thank you very much to everyone for joining us. Once again, huge congratulations to our winners. I'll just pop the slide on one last time. Thank you again to everyone who took part in the competition. We will be emailing out to our 4 winners. That's Mary Singer, Victor Kreutz, Brooke Ferguson and Nancy Fabrucha. Thank you once again to everyone and for joining us this afternoon. We are very grateful to you for tuning in, and things are now not working here. There we go. I think that's it. We will be back, as I say, on the 2nd of May with our coffee break catch-up. Do not miss that, because there are some interesting announcements there. But for now, thank you very much indeed, and we'll see you again soon.